back, everybody. My name is LC, and today we are here with some more DC Heroes and Villains. Yes, I know I took another break. It's hard, okay? It's it's not a love-hate relationship. I got very lazy with DC Heroes and Villains. It's not because of them, it's because of me. I just got to lock back into it. But a new update has just dropped today. I am honestly so, like, I'm lost for words right now because this is a... You have a summer vacation Superman for some reason. I did not see this coming at all. Like, this is interesting to say the least. Is this... Look at the... Is this Wonder... Is this Wonder... Our team cooked, that's all I'm finna say. Our team don't miss. I will always say that. The our team for team... they never miss. So I want to know, like... who else is going to be on this team, bro? Because... Superman with the farmer's tent is like, it's not cursed, but like, I never thought I'd see it. Who else would be here? Would Batman be here? I think his mask would still be on, but like, he'd be like shirtless. And like, this is a whole different conversation. But yes, Superman and Wonder Woman do have new iterations of them. I guess it's kind of like a spin on their costumes per se. Maybe costumes will come in the future again, but like, again, this is kind of like a shift. I'm kind of interested, like, they're like both 5 stars. I wonder how they could be they're probably summonable, right? But will people summon all of them? That's the question. We also have new characters coming to the mix. Oh, again, more new characters. We have Booster Gold, Big Barda, and I think that might be it for the most part. Yeah, I think that's it. I could be wrong. So yeah, it's Booster Gold, Big Barda, and the summer versions of Superman and Wonder Woman. But today we'll be going over, first off, the homie Red Hood, because I missed him, and honestly I wanted him for a long time. If you guys know me, you guys know that I wanted Red Hood and I just didn't know what team he'd be on. But it is the Bat Family, and that's honestly perfectly fine with me. So he is a warrior type of character. His passive, while buffed with stealth, Red Hood heals himself by 5% of his max HP at the start of each turn. As long as Red Hood is alive, so red tiles have a 20% chance of spawning. That actually seems like a really straightforward passive, but very intuitive. Like, it's not like a huge bunch, but it's a lot. Him healing himself by 5% at the start of each turn is actually really nice. I'm not even gonna lie there. Like, that's really good. So I think, yeah. So it's when he's maxed out, then it's 5% each time. But if it's just one copy of Red Hood, then it's just 1%, you know, it gets to 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So honestly, as a passive, I do think it's pretty nice. That was power move, attack all enemies 2 hits, damage multiplier 68% per hit, remove all debuffs from Red Hood, convert a random tile, excuse me, into a red tile for each debuff removed. Ooh, okay. 50% crit bonus rate while buffed with stealth. Interesting. Okay. So when it comes to the Bat Family, I know stealth is kind of like it's a pretty big deal, I'm not gonna lie. I just want to, like, I think contributing to the red, I think it's the red tile factor is honestly a good thing. It could help Damian when it comes to, you know, like upgrading his passive a little bit more. Yeah, I think again, Bat Family has a whole huge thing with stealth, and yeah, it's not a bad thing, but I just want to see how this is going to play in the latter half, right? So when you look at, you know, Batgirl, right? Start of each turn, Batgirl throws up a power move, dodge up. That's totally fine, right? With the healing though, I'm interested because, like, if Red Hood gets to, like, let's say, if his health is just the lowest, right? He gets a dodge up buff too, and then he can heal up afterwards. That could go pretty handy in my opinion. I'm looking at Batwoman's too. For her passive, that was each power move could target enemies with stealth buff. Okay. Each time does dodges a power move. Okay, so it kind of goes in a circle in my opinion, right? Because let's say if Batwoman now has lowest HP, Batgirl gives her the dodge up buff, I'm pretty sure, right? So with her dodging these power moves now, the counterattack of 57. This team is very, like, in my opinion, it's very, like, counter oriented, right? Like, it's not like so like they're gonna pounce on and mash on you, but it's very, like, counterintuitive. Like, they're just a counter, basically. It's like a huge counter, right? So I think the Bat Family team is working up to be a pretty strong team for the most part. But again, I think they are missing a little bit more, but for the most part, I do think that they're working up to something huge. Looking at the stats really quick, his defense is 29,000. Well, actually, I think this is starting, right? I think it's starting. Yeah, it is. Good thing is that his attack is up there. His speed is 11, so it's average. Okay, it's not too terrible then. All right. He, for the most part, he does seem like a pretty good character. Okay. So Booster Gold, he is a amplifier character. So for his passive, Booster Gold's power move can target enemies with stealth buff. Okay, so this is already like... See, this is kind of where like the Bat family kind of suffers a little bit. Because when you have a character like this, just already targeting you just for having stealth is like a slap in the face. For the power gauge of all the other allies by 30% or by 60% if they are heroes. Okay. This is fully maxed out, but that is still pretty huge. When another ally falls below 50% of the max HP, fill their power gauge by 50%. That is low-key twisted. In like a good way, but like it's twisted. He's an amplifier character, so it makes sense. But like this is still like twisted. I think this is a character that you get. But like since he's alone right now, it's kind of like he's good for his allies, absolutely, right? Because it's not just... I'm trying to think of it. When you get a first copy of him, fill power gauge by 10%, 20% of their heals. So you don't get the whole healing thing. Healing effects, like, well, you don't heal them, but like when they're below they're 50% HP, you fill their power gauge by 20%, right? But the fact that he still brings up their power gauge, like, it's still freaking good. But like, I mean, that's a whole other thing. But for the most part, he does seem really pretty broken in my opinion. Attack. So for his power move, attack a single enemy. One hit. Damage multiplier 110%. Remove stealth and taunt buffs. Remove stealth and taunt buffs from the target. Oh. I'm telling you, that family team, like, this is kind of where they suffer. Like, you have a character like this, it just shuts them down, basically. Like, their stealth, I'm not saying without their stealth they're useless, but like, that's one very, like, strong point of their passive and whatnot, right? So it's, like, yeah, man. That's tough on them. Grant defense buff on allies. All allies actually for 5 turns. Grant impervious buff on allies for 5 turns. Okay, so I think Booster Gold is a pretty broken character in my opinion. Like in terms of amplifiers, I think he's up there. He's, in my opinion, he's up there, right? Again, I think him with like the Justice League International team, I think he'll be like a really good staple for that team, right? A strong yellow 5-star character. That's what I think. As for right now, I think he'll still be good too in terms of like amplifying their allies and whatnot, even though he has like no teams to be on, or like official tag, because no other characters on the tag right now. But putting him on a team, he'll still be beneficial. I think you can put him basically anywhere, because he will still help fill your gauge no matter what it is, and you'll still remove the stealth. Like this they cooked with Booster Gold. I'm not gonna lie, they cooked here. Okay, 3 more characters to go. All right, so now we have Big Barda. She's a part of the Birds of Prey tag. Okay, her passive. When an Apocalypse or Birds of Prey ally falls below 50% of their max HP, Big Barda taunts. Big Barda gains taunt and dodge up buffs for 3 turns. Whenever Big Barda dodges a power move, gains 3% attack bonus and defense for the rest of the battle. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, what character actually is she? Oh, she's a Sentinel character. Alright, so she's kind of like defense oriented in my opinion, which it makes sense. Like she has a taunt and dodge up buffs, right? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. She also does increase the 3% bonus attack and defense. Okay, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure it's just for her, the whole dodge up and like yeah, the whole dodge up and taunt buffs and like the defense up buffs, right? I think it's just for her. I could be wrong, but I think just for her. Attack a single, for her power move anyway. Attack a single enemy, 1 hit, damage multiplier 254%. Good lord. Grant a taunt buff on self. 3 turns, convert one red tile into a yellow tile. The yellow tile thing, this is pretty useful. Sometimes you use the yellow tiles. She seems pretty straightforward. I think when you're running the Apocalypse team, because Darkseid's already out, right? He's the first 6-star character. I still don't have him. I haven't logged in a minute, so like I'm way behind. I will one day, but he's the first 6-star character to ever come to the game. So her being able to be buffed from him and buff him too is actually pretty beneficial. I think her being along Darkseid might be more beneficial because I know he's pretty broken. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we'll find. Should I go back to Dark? It's been so long. The first 6-star character is actually crazy, man. This is so crazy. What's this? It's just a lot. It's just Darkseid is just a lot. He's a lot. Okay, but now back to the characters. Second, lastly, we have Superman Summer Vacation. See him in his farmer tan. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his arms. Look at his legs. Look at that tan. I never thought I'd see that. Superman with a tan. Okay, Superman with a tan is kind of cursed. A little bit, not too much. Okay, so what we need to know about him. He is a Sentinel kind of character. His passive, immune to critical hits, of course. At the start of battle, At the start of battle and after using his power move, gain immunity for 50. At the start of battle and after using his power move, gain immunity buff for 15 turns. When hit by a kryptonite attack, moves. Is this the same as his? Is this the same as his regular counterpart? It seems very similar. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me go back. Let me see here. Superman there. Superman there. Oh, okay. So it's kind of the same, but the immunity buff thing, it's halved to 15. But the whole like vulnerability part is 5 turns when it comes to kryptonite. Is it the same for Summer Vacation Superman? Let's see. It's the same thing, but wait. Something's different, obviously. The second half of the sentence is like verbatim, same thing. But the 15 turns is obviously the difference, but I think the power move is what separates them, right? I could be wrong. Yeah. It's the start of battle, you get immunity buff, but when you use a power move with this Superman, not this one, with the Summer Vacation Superman, that's when he gains his immunity for 15 turns. So honestly, he's basically the same of the regular Superman, but just, you know, a red unit, and he's kind of like, he's not nerfed, but like, will he be as good? I don't know, but okay, it's interesting. Attack a single enemy, damage multiplier 200%, grant taunt buff on silver 3 turns, effective guard TD buff on target for 5 turns. See, I'm trying to think, like, how come he's the same? That maybe it's because it's the summer vacation, they don't want to like overdo it. You know what I mean? Like, why would he be going all out when he's on like a vacation, right? So I'm guessing it's because like he's kind of like chillax, he's cool. I'm thinking about this in like a story aspect, right? I don't know for sure, but it's an interesting take, right? It's honestly an interesting take. I don't know why it's halved, but then again, like, would it be better? Not better, but would we have the same reaction if it's just the same thing copy pasted? We just left it alone. Like, I feel like people would be more upset at that. But it's basically the same thing. It's just the power move gives him the immunity for 15 turns instead of just having it at the start of battle for 30 turns. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, we'll see. Okay, now about Wonder Woman. Now, here, they cooked. They freaking cooked. It's perfect. It's honestly like, look at that, bro. She got the heels on. She got the skirt on. They cooked. Our team cooked. Our team don't miss. But that's besides the point. Now, okay, so she is a warrior class as per usual. Now, something's telling me her passive might be the same as the Red Wonder Woman since she's the same class. So I don't know how this is going to be. Let's see. At the start of battle, convert 2 random tiles to blue tiles. Fill the power gauge of all summer group allies by 40%. That's pretty good. At start of battle, grant all Justice League. Ow, my cheek. At start of battle, grant all Justice League members 5% attack and defense. Interesting. So she does buff 2 teams. That's good. Let me go back to Wonder Woman's the original Wonder Woman's kit, because now I'm not worried, but like now I'm curious because it's like they kind of like copy pasted Superman's, but it's basically the same thing. So let's see. Random red tiles. Fill Wonder Woman's gauge. So they took hers, but with like a pretty good twist, right? Instead of her power gauge, she fills the summer group's power gauge by 40%. That's a good thing, right? They kind of used that and kind of like expanded on it. Whereas Superman, they kind of just nerfed it, which is bad. But like, I kind of wonder why a little bit. But it's like it's not something like, you know, nothing major. So going back to Wonder Woman's passive, right? Yeah, okay, so fill power gauge all summer groups by 40%. Oh, it's when she blocks, okay. I don't know if that was there the first time, I'm not going to go back and check, but it's when she blocks, okay. It's 1 turn, that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. Start a battle. Yeah, I think the 5% attack and defense thing. I don't remember that being there at the Wonder Woman's Visual Wonder Woman's passive, so I think that's added in, which is a good thing. So it's nice to know that they at least expanded on Wonder Woman's a little bit. Now for a power move, attack with single enemy 1 hit, damage multiplier 204%, cannot be blocked, inflicts defense down debuff on the target for 5 turns. Remove taunt buff from the target. If taunt buff is removed by this ability, inflict vulnerability debuff on that enemy for 3 turns. So Wonder Woman kind of seems like the character that I would personally summon for. Superman, not really. He would be like a collection purpose slash like I just want to get this team, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get this team like filled out. But he wouldn't be a character that I want to like purposely summon for. Not because he's not useful, but I think Wonder Woman has more viability than him. But for the most part, yeah, that is basically it for this characterization summer. There's a lot of characters to go over. I'm kind of tired, but honestly, it's okay. Stay tuned for the next video dropping pretty soon. This video will be predicting the first ever anniversary for DC Heroes and Villains. I'll be trying to guess like what events will come or what characters might come. It's weird. It's almost been a year already. Like, that's so wild. Like, I literally looked back today and I was like, dude, the first video of DC Heroes and Villains I made was like 11 months ago. It's approaching a year. That is so insane. It's been so long. Honestly, that's great on them, I'm not gonna lie. But like, it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like it's been like a couple months. That's honestly insane. But yeah, honestly, stay tuned for the anniversary prediction video. That'll be out within maybe a day, maybe 2. It could be out on Monday because I might want to extend the video a little bit. You know what I mean? Just extend it a tiny bit. But man, I am tired. So with that being said, I cannot speak. Damn. So with that being said, my name is LC. Have an amazing day. God bless. And I'll catch you all in the next DC Heroes and Villains video.